Hi dear all, I'm Joanna Velez and this is step 4, discussion and conclusion. One of the five studies I chose um, was Chan and Song 2025. Their study is called Enhancing Students' Digital Literacy Skills through their technology used in a course-based research project, a Hong Kong case study. Okay, This this research was about examining the perceptions students had of teachers' digital literacy skills and development through completing a course-based digital research project. In this um, in this study, there were some findings, especially that integrating a technology. Hi dear all, I'm Joanna Velez and this is step 4, discussion and conclusions. One of the studies or the research studies I chose is Chan and Song 2025. This study is enhancing students' digital literacy skills through their technology use in a course-based research project, a Hong Kong case study. This study wanted to examine students' perceptions of digital literacy and skills development through completing a course-based digital research project. The finding of this study is that integrating technology-focused projects into coursework enhances students' digital literacy skills. And the conclusion of this study is the students' reflections showed that using technology or structured technology in academic tasks promotes digital competences and engagement for them. The second research study is Daniels et al. 2020. This study is about digital literacy development in teacher education, a case study. It's also a case study. The principal, this study was about understanding how digital literacy is developed in a teacher education program within a design-based thinking course. The principal finding is that embedding digital literacy development within teacher education strengthens pre-service teachers' digital skills, and the conclusion is that digital literacy training must be explicitly integrated into teacher preparation to better equip future educators. The third, um, the third research is Abbas Hussein and Rosol 2019. This research is digital literacy effect on the academic performance of students at higher education levels in Pakistan. This research investigates the impact of digital literacy on students' academic performance. The finding is that digital literacy has a positive impact on students' academic performance, and the conclusion is that strong digital skills correlate with better academic outcomes, suggesting that digital literacy is a critical academic enabler. The fourth research is Moses 2023. It's about impact of digital literacy, skills on students' engagement, and academic performance in senior secondary schools. This tries to investigate the relationship between digital literacy skills, student engagement, and academic performance among seniors. The findings of this research is that digital literacy skills significantly improve students' engagement and academic performance among secondary school students. In conclusion, this study says that enhancing students' digital literacy directly boosts both their engagement and achievement levels. And finally, the last research is Hizam et al. 2021, and this research is digital competency of educators in the virtual learning environment, a structural equation modeling analysis. This research examines the impact of educators' digital competency on the effective use of Moodle and their teacher performance. The finding is that educators' digital competencies positively affect their technology use, example Moodle, and teaching effectiveness. The conclusion of this research is that strengthening educators' digital skills is vital for improving task performance and effective virtual learning environments. As my research project is about how does teachers' digital literacy affect students' engagement in B1.1 level students at Centro Colombo Americano. I found all these five research projects uh, useful for my investigation. Okay, so how common themes or patterns were identified? So here we used comparing research purposes and outcomes. All these studies investigated how the digital literacy affects both learning outcomes, engagement, and teaching or performance. Uh, I also use identifying recurrent elements. So across all the studies, there was a strong link between digital literacy and improved performance, academic or teaching, higher engagement, and more effective technology integration. And noting convergence. Both student and educator populations were studied. Yet the theme remained consistent. Developing digital literacy is essential for academic and for professional success. The common patterns that emerged were: first, digital literacy positively impacts academic performance. Second, digital literacy enhances student engagement. Third, educator digital competencies improve the use of educational technologies and teaching outcomes. And fourth, is structured integration of digital literacy into programs for students and teachers yields better engagement and performance. The common patterns that emerge were: first, digital literacy positively impacts academic performance. Digital literacy enhances student engagement. Educator digital competencies improve the use of educational technologies and teaching outcomes, and a structured integration of digital literacy into programs yields better engagement and performance. In general, the contribution to the overall understanding of the research problem is that these findings contribute to a deeper understanding. The first is that digital literacy is not just an optional skill, it is fundamental to modern education at all levels, in secondary, higher education, teacher education, non-formal education. Students' academic success and engagement are increasingly tied to their ability to navigate digital environments, and educators' digital competencies are equally critical, impacting how effectively they can facilitate learning throughout technology. And finally, in the curriculum design, as they must intentionally incorporate digital literacy development for both students and educators to achieve desired educational outcomes. So these studies reinforce the idea that fostering digital literacy is central to improving educational quality and students' engagement in the 21st century. Finally, the implications for future research in the field: broader and more diverse samples, as research should be extended to various educational contexts, not only in in this level, but also in different countries, different educational levels, different socioeconomical backgrounds, and this is to verify that the findings are universal. Um, Longitudinal studies, because future research should investigate how digital literacy development impacts academic and professional success over time. The intervention studies, because these studies should test specific digital literacy training programs to determine which approaches are most effective. And technology-specific competencies, given the revolution of educational technologies, future research should explore the role of AI, AR, and VR, and emerging tools in developing digital literacy. Finally, equity-focused research investigates how digital literacy gaps among disadvantaged populations affect engagement and performance, and what interventions can bridge those gaps. Thank you so much. It was Joanna Velez. See you in another opportunity. Here are the references of the research projects. Thank you so much.